So you guys have a better, like, can hear me because there's a washing machine going on. Sorry for the. There we go. That should help. What is up, everybody? Thought I would give a little update on my appointment. I will give everybody a little bit of time to come in. So we'll wait about a minute if we can. But yeah, like my shirt, guys. Look at that. Baby Yoda, Vincent Van Gogh type of deal. One of my favorite Baby Yoda shirts yet. However, I've noticed this summer that I have all black t-shirts for the most part, so yeah. Well, I have a lot of black t-shirts, let's just say that. But anyway, so hello everybody. Um Wanted to give everyone an update on how this appointment went with the surgeon. Those of you who do not know, I was meeting with a surgeon to discuss the medical necessity of a breast reduction. Yeah, but it's not the greatest. Thankfully, I am I've made a few shirts, and for that I've got quite a few that aren't too dark. But I noticed I have a lot of black t-shirts. Mind you, I don't go outside a ton. Literally, I can't just sit outside anymore like I used to unless it's nice and cool and breezy. Last summer I did so much sitting outside. And then at the end of the summer was when the POTS and the mast cell kicked in. So this summer is going to be a little bit different. Sad face. You can see my lip peel. I tried water. So you guys, those of you who know, I have been reacting to drinking water. Yeah, Ben, that's a trick and a half. But those of you who know me know I've been reacting to water, and we've literally tried like every bottled water. We have a reverse osmosis filter in our house. I react to that one especially. The only thing we haven't tried is like a Brita filter. Now we also have city water in our house, and it is very, very, very blech. I don't like it at all. But we decided to try a filter water bottle before we bought the full filter pitcher. I personally, so far, this happened because of that. And what happens with water is it just causes my entire mouth to like shed just a whole, but it's gross. And it's very annoying. But we're trying to work on hydration and things like that. So, trying to, because of the appointment I had, we're trying some different things out. But here's the deal. Met with the surgeon, and because I possibly have EDS, that kind of scares her. EDS is a connective tissue disorder. It's called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. It causes connective tissue disorder because we have faulty collagen, causes hypermobile joints, stomach issues. Like, it just causes a whole array of issues. It causes very slow healing too, which is why when I get an injury, like right now I have the zit, this is gonna probably do its thing for like a week and a half to 2 weeks, maybe more. Any form of injury takes a long time to heal, and I don't have it available to show you, but yeah, it takes forever to heal. Some of them never fully heal. But anyway, because of Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, she was pretty worried about doing a breast reduction. And then I told her that I'm non-binary, and I kind of am not really wanting to keep my boobs, which made her happy because she's like, actually, that makes it better because a full mastectomy is a lot less risky than a cut some of it out, reroute blood vessels type of deal. Because I have such large breasts, and my measurement from here down to my nipple is so far apart, she'd have to completely remove like nipple and reconstruct it and all that, which she said is really hard with people with Ehlers-Danlos because the healing, because you're basically grafting. It is very, very hard to heal that. So she said, if we do the surgery and do a full mastectomy, she said I actually have a way better chance of healing and way better outcome than I would if we just did a breast reduction. So my non-binary self is pretty happy about that. I've wanted that for a while, like for a long time. I've never really been happy with having boobs. I developed very early. I was like 8. So, but that being said, there are a lot of things that have to happen before surgery, which is at least 6 months out right now. You know, we want to work on my what is the word I just forgot? I'm on YouTube's, by the way. Why are you doing that? You are a weird human. But she wants me to work on my health a little bit before that. We want to get me to a more stable point where I'm not passing out so much, and I'm actually like having a proper calorie intake. Because right now, I don't eat enough to even try to lose weight because my body pretty much thinks I'm starving. So between that and steroids happening fairly often, my body is holding on to every ounce of fat it possibly can, which means I gain weight instead of lose it. Now, she said there's not a poundage amount she wants me to lose. She doesn't even care if I lose, but we need me in a healthier state where I'm a little bit more independently mobile and things like that. Just walking a little bit better maybe and things like that. So she wants more me to be a little bit healthier before we jump into this. So we're going to reconvene in 6 months after we figure some stuff out, you know, with the dysautonomia, the mast cell, all that stuff, the possible, I don't know if we'll have it any. Huh? Now we can't find it. She gave doggy and kitty a treat. Well, one kitty. One of the other kitties is upstairs, I think. He's hiding or sleeping. He doesn't like the dog, so sometimes he goes up there and just chills. Excuse me. But yeah, so that's kind of what's going on, and we just have to make it through, get things figured out a little bit. I'm going to talk to my doctor again. We're going to talk to her tomorrow, hopefully, about a nutritionist and possibly getting out to KU Med for cardiology and such for the POTS or dysautonomia, whatever the heck it is. Oh, it stank. I smell fishies. So, but hopefully in 6 months we can schedule it and go from there. So, we'll see. Sorry, I'm watching the cat. But the dog is being a butthead today. The dog has been a butthead lately. He needs to go outside and run. Yep, it will just take some time, you know, and we just have to get my hydration levels up. We're going to talk to the nutritionist because I have such a complex digestive system that I can't do most diets because most diets include lots of vegetables and things like that. And I don't digest that, so therefore I don't get benefit from it. So we have to kind of figure out where to go from there and how to get the nutrition I need. Because, you know, I'm not getting enough calories. I'm going like, if I eat a decent amount for dinner, I get like 1,200 calories. I have tried Pedialyte. I do Gatorade. Pedialyte is really kind of gross, and it has way too much sugar in it for what we need. We need to lower the sugar intake and up the, you know, the electrolytes. If I can if I can handle this water, which so far, I mean, that's all I've drank out of here. I'm going to refill it today and see if I can manage it. But if I can get to the point where I could do water, I can mix in things like liquid IV and things like that. That's the problem is the issue is with the water. So, we're going to try a little bit of trial and error. Like I got some iced tea to try this week to see if, you know, I can drink some of that. Don't eat the cat's head. I can't do 50-50 with anything because that's too much of the water that makes me react in it. Because most of the things already have some water in it. But I do okay with things like Gatorade and Body Armor, which are a smaller water content. Sometimes changing it up for some reason helps. I'm not sure why. But with the reacting of the mouth, we have to watch that really close because it causes dry mouth, it causes the peeling, and it's not a comfortable situation because I end up with, like this, where the whole thing just starts going. So we have to be really careful with that. We are going to we are trying to advocate for IV hydration because regardless of if I can get water into me, I cannot consume enough. I can't consume enough volume because I have no colon. I only absorb like half of what I drink. Therefore, I have to drink double what most people drink. But I physically cannot consume that much fluid and get enough calories in me. So we have to kind of work. That's why we have to work with the nutritionist to fine tune how we get hydration and calories into me and things like that. Protein things because your body needs that protein for, healing and everything if I do have surgery. When I do have surgery, I should say. You just made him drip all over the floor. But yeah, so it's a kind of a catch-22 with me. It's always been a battle, but it's especially may need a feeding tube possibly. Yes and no. I'm not opposed to that because eating hurts like hell. My stomach just hurts every single time I eat. Bypassing that would be handy. However, I don't want to lose my ability to eat, which is, but being able to supplement the calorie intake with a feeding tube would be okay. I would rather do that versus like an IV nutrition because the IV nutrition is super bad for your liver and your kidneys. Even though it's, nutrition, it's like a last ditch effort type of deal. I've been on it in the past. It destroyed my gallbladder. So things like TPN, well, it would go, actually, we would shoot for directly not into the stomach. There's a thing, I know a lot about feeding tubes, sadly. G tubes are into the stomach. J tubes go past the stomach. We would have to go for a J tube because I just can't do the level of volume in a stomach. It's possible there is some gastroparesis there just because sometimes food takes forever to get out of my stomach. And it may not be actual gastroparesis necessarily, but it's slow. But there's also a lot of things that go into getting nutrition into my body. And I am up for any option because I want to be healthy. Right now, my body is not healthy in any way. And it's not just because I've got weight on me. It's because I am not properly nourished. Like, I don't show as malnourished necessarily. Because your body's in starvation. Because my body's holding everything. So, yes, it may come down to a feeding tube. It may come down to somehow doing a high-calorie liquid. I do use Boost or Ensure, either off-brand of that. No, Ben, you're good. But with that, the problem is it's in the stomach. The stomach is where the pain is. I have a hiatal hernia. I have had issues with my stomach. I have what is called a lipoma probably in my stomach. We're not 100% sure it's a lipoma, but that comes along with my genetic disease. So bypassing the stomach would be a great option for me, in my opinion. Like, I don't want to be reliant on a feeding tube, but in order to get my body healthy, it may have to. But if we could, if we can work this all out to where I'm, properly nourished, it would be great. Like, so many people think, well, you're not underweight, you don't need these things, and that's not the case. Because if I do have the trifecta of Ehlers-Danlos, mast cell, and POTS, that all actually affects the gastric tract and your stomach because of your connective tissue issues. So
yes, it's a connective
yep.
tissue disorder.
It affects every aspect of your body, but also POTS and mast cell do affect those as well. Mast cell affects every part of your body. There are literally mast cells in every aspect of your body. So, but but when it comes down to it, even if I have just mast cell and EDS, like that is enough. We know I have connective tissue disorder or some sort of connective tissue disorder.
You realize it could all be one disorder that's being
It
subcategorized into 3 disorders, right?
Oh, you mean yeah? Oh, I'm fully. I'm. They don't even know why there's the trifecta. Like, there's not enough research into these 3 things, and the 3 can mimic each other even. So, is that his foot he's chewing on? Yes. Okay,
Oh.
that one. The disorders that go in the trifecta, and honestly, there's 4 that often go together. Gastroparesis comes in there as well. Typically, EDS causes the gastroparesis because it's the connective tissues. It paralyzes the stomach. Mine is not paralyzed per se, but there's definitely weird emptying patterns that I don't know. But the problem is they always do gastric emptying studies with fasting stomach, so you fast overnight, you don't eat in the morning, all that stuff. And the problem is that won't show a proper real transit time for me. You know, yeah. So it's kind of I'm a weird one because on top of all those things I have my genetic disease and things like that. So I'm a weird one. But hopefully we can figure it all out here in the next few months. Because if we can get me to a healthy point, where I need to get a drink actually, hang on. Where I can, function, not pass out, not feel nauseous and in pain every moment. You're not weird, you're different. Medically, I'm weird. I'm also a weird human. No, weird is not. Weird is actually normal, you guys. That's the deal. All of us are unique and weird. What there isn't normal. There's just not normal. Unless you're talking like normal as a healthy human being, it is normal to be healthy, yes. However, no, you're good. You're good. I pride myself on being weird and unique. I'm okay with this. I'm a neurodivergent, medically complex human. And I'm okay with this. And I wear it with pride. Also, I got my vaccine yesterday, guys. I finally did it. After all that worrying that something was going to go on, I'm actually doing really well with as far as reactions go. Like, I've been itchy since then, and yes, I had to take Benadryl and stuff. But I did take Benadryl like moments before I had my vaccine. You're good. You're good. You're good. I'm not it is really hard to offend me. But yeah, got my vaccine yesterday. My arm is killing me. Like literally from like just past the elbow up through the shoulder is sore. So it's like even just like getting up off the couch. Holy shit. Like I've had vaccines before. I've had my flu shot every year but last year. I get my flu shot. And so I'm used to it. Thank you, Ben. I appreciate it. I'm used to vaccines, right? Normally the flu shot actually makes me feel pretty damn crappy. So far I'm doing okay. I did get Moderna. I am the only house Moderna in the house because Andrew and Hannah had Pfizer. But outside of my arm hurts, I have a little bit of a headache, and I've had some like almost pins and needles throughout my arm and a little bit up into my neck. I don't know if that's just the other stuff I have or if it's the vaccine. But if it gets too bad, we can go to the ER. We're probably going to wind up there in the next couple of days anyway for some fluids. Thank you, Ben. I appreciate it. Excuse me. I'm sorry I'm burping, guys. Oh, you found one of your favorites. It makes it so we live in Kansas, right? Heat and humidity. Huh. Basically, one day we had 100, the next day He grabbed two toys at once and brought them back. I don't even know if he meant to do that, but he did.
He has all of his toys.
Oh, you're good. You haven't. Oh, may have. Yeah. They may have poked a nerve, but also I do have weird issues. So if it gets bad, I will go get it checked out. But even if they hit a nerve, there's not much they can do. It just and it could be internal swelling and stuff like that is just making it worse. Unfortunately, I did. I mean, well, not unfortunately. Fortunately, I did it on my left side because I am right-handed. I always do whatever shots I can on the left side because it makes for a lot easier. Because my left side also always is touching the couch instead of out where my cat likes to jump on it all the time. Goodness, like I got a Benadryl shot on my right arm the other day, and the cat keeps stepping on it. Yeah, it'll hurt. Yep. But I'm not hugely worried at this point with it. I'm not feeling sick. I don't feel great, but I never feel great. It's just sore. I'm bored. I can say that much. I am bored as heck. I don't know. But yeah. Hopefully we can. Now, though, my only decision really in this whole thing with the surgery is whether or not I keep my nipples. Can't. I don't know about that one. I'm not attached to them really, and it'd be easier healing without them, so it. You know how I mentioned yesterday that he doesn't get up on the ottoman? You wouldn't unless you feel sick and keep. Yeah. Yep. You guys want to see what the dog is doing right now? Look at this. Look at the doggy. You're not in it, don't worry. Mustard! You're weird. Are you doing your own PT? Are you stepping on... You're not even really on your foot. You weirdo dog.
Hi. How's it going?
He's so silly. He's a good dog. He's such a weirdo. He is such a little weirdo, but he is such a good dog, you guys. Like, behavior-wise, the only thing is he gets a little anxious here and there, and he harasses the cat. The one that doesn't like him. He harasses the one that doesn't like him.
Or do you want this off of you?
But he's a wonderful dog. We do need to work on a little bit of like training, but for the most part, he's so well behaved that he almost doesn't need it.
He's not a bad dog in any way.
No, he's really not. He has
worst. The training that we would do with him is just the additional stuff.
Like come, like making sure he knows. Hey, when we say come, you come. That would be one he needs to work on. But other than that, he's pretty good. His only bad habit is he likes to eat wipes. He will go around wipes and hair ties.
And just random shit all over the
place. Like random. But if you've noticed, most of it is the stuff that's like white. Like anything white he will find. Like wipes, fluff, things like that. For some reason, he likes those things. Pieces of paper like that, Other than that, he's a really good dog. Like I've had bad dogs. And I've had good dogs. He reminds me of the two dogs I had growing up, Boaz and Randy. He's like a mixture of the two almost. And they were like the world's best dogs. Randy was a little bit hyper, but that's just because I was her person that wasn't home all the time. So whenever I was home, she was so happy. Because we got her right when I had been sick, and I got better and went to work when she was like a year old. And she didn't like that I would go to work and school all the time. We ended up having to get rid of her because my mom had gotten her in hopes to breed Springer Spaniels. Which, oh my God, would have been awesome. They are the cutest puppies ever. But once, with her being a puppy while I was home recouping from surgeries and being sick and not working and not in school, she got super attached to me. So when I started going to school full-time and working part-time, She did not do well. And my mom already had like 9 other dogs. We got her right before Boaz passed away. So we had him too. And he was a 100-pound German Shepherd. So, like, when all that happened, my mom couldn't really keep up with her in the way she wanted to because she wasn't about to turn this wonderful dog into a breeder and, you know, change her life up like that. So we opted to. I wasn't exactly given the choice at the moment because I was still. It was technically my mom's dog and stuff, but she adored me. We opted to give her to a family that had 2 little boys that were like 11 and 12, and they lived on a farm. And she adored them and she thrived. So it was really sad for me, but it was really good for the dog because she got that attention she needed. Yeah, I wouldn't want to, you know, make a dog go through life being not completely happy, you know, with their person always being gone. And she was the type of dog that would get really anxious if I kind of like this one, but he's a little chiller than she was. But I need to have him make some fluid soon. But yeah. Oh, the other thing with surgery, guys, is I have to officially quit nicotine for 3 months before we do surgery.
This is a bad thing.
No, it's not. I'm already working on my nicotine level is way down from what it was. Well, I don't know about way. He said we're about a third down. So we're gonna just keep on every bottle he does a little bit less nicotine. So and then I mean we're not gonna have nicotine forever. At some point I'll have to just be done with it. I'm considering being just like, because I can still vape, I just can't have the nicotine. So I was considering like having him do almost no nicotine in the next one, and the next bottle be like none. So just so I get it done. Because if I can still actually vape for now without the nicotine, it'll help. Yeah. But yeah. I think it is probably more the action of it for me. What the fuck, Leo? It's more of the action of what I'm doing for me than probably the medication. I don't know. At this point, we're getting pretty low on. Yeah, drifted all over me. It's not dripped it, but not on me. I mean, on this thing. So how did I get on that? You want to spill it, maybe? What'd you find, Leo? You have fluff. This cat is obsessed with fluff. Leo's over here. Here, I'll show you. Leo. Kitty, kitty. Leo. Oh, you're a good kitty. He's literally playing with a piece of fuzz. Leo, where's your tablet? I don't really want to switch him to the tablet right now. Oh, and papers. Okay, you've got a whole pile right there. Leo. Hi. Will you come in for pets? Okay, I'll give you pets. I'll give you the pets. You're a good kitty. You're a naughty kitty, baby. What?
Oh, I'm trying to figure out what the whole talking does. Yeah, that thing.
Stop chewing it! He's legit like chewing.
Okay.
I don't know what he's gonna end up eating, but is it the tail?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the tag. Pretty sure it had a tail.
It did.
The dog.
Doesn't anymore.
He's coming to get you. Anyway, you're trying to figure out the whole talking thing.
Yeah, but there's the chattering when they're excited.
Yeah.
Which is, and then snapping.
Yeah, which is what he does.
Aggressive way.
But he's not aggressive snapping.
Exactly. He's just going. Pay attention to me.
He does this talking thing. I've noticed he does it when he wants to go outside, and he's trying to talk to us. Like he'll legit like mustard, 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 mustard.
You go say? You go say?
He literally goes.
What? What? Yeah.
I don't know what we don't. I think he's just trying to talk.
Mustard. What?
You said the O word.
You go say? Trying to get him excited enough to do the thing. You go say? Yeah? You go say? Yeah? You go say? You want to go say?
Oh, so you know he tried to grab his purple leash down the other day. That's why I told Andrew he had to come take the dog out because he was trying to grab his leash. Yeah, he does. He also does it when he's itchy. I've noticed. Like he'll come in and sit down, and the next thing you know, he's scratching. He does it fairly often with that. But he's a good dog. He's a fun doggo. We enjoy him. We needed a dog in our life. Now, mind you, it is a little bit hard for me because with Hannah in school at the moment, Tuesdays and Thursdays, she's back on campus full time now, and it makes those 2 days really hard for me because I have to take him out, and it's so hot right now. I don't do well with it, so we may have to go back to Andrew or somebody coming home on those days to take him out for me because it's just like I can't do it. But we did bring my walker inside now, so I can start using the walker, which will help. But yeah. Oh man, I need a haircut, you guys. I need a haircut so bad. I want to shave my head, like full shave it. Andrew is like freaking out about it.
Let's do it. Let's do it so you come home to it.
He doesn't want it to be all gone because he said I already look like a cancer patient.
I mean,
And and then if I shave my head, he's like that's just too close to home. But he said I could go super short. So I want to because I wanted to like shave my head and be able to like do art on it, kind of like, like for Pride Month, do some fun rainbow stuff or do henna, something like that. I wanted to do something cool because with pots, having your head covered makes a huge difference. So I want to cut my hair and I can then do nice, cool like head wraps that can help cool my head down. And it'll feel really good for the migraines too, especially if I can get the ones that do cooling and I can make one that I can make a cold wrap for my head type of deal. That would be awesome. But he said not full shave, and I was talking like razor, like smooth skin shave. The thing is, he's like, don't do that because he's starting meds and stuff, and I'm like, well, you see, this is a month worth of hair growth. This was all skin a month ago, guys. Maybe 6 weeks. So my hair grows super fast on my head. Not on my eyebrows, not on my eyelashes, but everywhere else grows so fast. And I'm like, in 2 days, I'll have hair. I'm not talking about keeping it necessarily shaved, but I may buzz it super short. I'm at least buzzing it super short. I mean, I'm talking like skin type of deal without actually being shaved. It's pretty short. But we'll see. I was trying to convince him. I have one ploy that may work. Is if Lils has to do it. If she has to do it, I'm being like, dude, nope, you don't have a choice. I am supporting my friend. But I've always wanted to kind of shave my head. Like I buzzed it. And now I want to shave it. Because I've always been interested in doing that. Oh yeah. I don't know. We'll see. We might just do it anyway. We'll see. I want to. Because we could totally paint my head or draw with my markers or something. And it would be so fun. I go back and forth between like I miss having my long hair because people would play with my hair and it felt so good to have it just brushed and things like that. Like that's the only reason I would ever have long hair again.
This dog really has pica. He puts everything.
He does. What'd you do? Just give him an EpiPen?
I'm holding it above his nose to smell.
A tester, guys. There's nothing in there. There's no needle. There's no drug. It is literally just plastic. We have a new. I got a different. They gave me a different type of EpiPen this time. Probably because I went to Walgreens as opposed to Walmart. But they gave me actual like EpiPen, not the off-brand EpiPen. Wait. Meh. Okay.
Oh, so close.
If the pillow hadn't been there, you would have gotten it in. But yeah, so we had a new one. It works a little bit differently. I mean, not really, but it's a different shape, different. Sorry, there was just a blip in my rib. My rib is trying to pop itself out of joint. But don't chew on everything. But yeah, it's a new EpiPen. So the nice thing about these ones is they come in with their own little case, like plastic case. The other ones are just the plain EpiPen. You screw it off the cap. This one you actually get like put it in the case. Now once you trigger it, I don't think it can close the case. I don't know. I'm not totally sure how that one works. Hopefully we don't have to find out. But we have them. We always have to keep at least, we usually try to keep like 4 on hand, if not, or 3 at the minimum, really. Because Hannah has one, I have one in my bag, and then there's one upstairs. I try to keep, 1 to 2 in my bag at all times. So we keep them in, easy access spots. But because we had to use my bag one the other day, we had to go get more. It's nice though. This has literally a year and a half. Where like it doesn't expire till 2023 of February of 2023. So it's like got a year and a half worth of things, which it used to be you had to replace them every 3 months, I think it was, which was mostly just a drug making money ploy thing. But still, it's nice that they're a year now, or over a year now. The one brand is a year. These ones are till 2023. But yeah. Anyway. I'm bored. I want to do things, but we don't have money. And it's hot. Thankfully, it's not as hot today, is it? It's still pretty warm. It's hot when you have a car that doesn't work real well. We can't turn the AC on because it makes our car is doing something weird. And like when it's idling, it chugs like and almost tries to stall out. It's an old car. It is a 20-year-old car. It hasn't been taken care of the greatest. We need a new car. But so we can't run the AC most of the time, which is okay with me because I typically am like leave my windows open. However, Miss Allergy Queen over there is very allergic to pollen and cottonwood and things like that. So I don't do real great with it, but I'm on 5 different allergy medications, so I'm okay. Speaking of allergy medications, I need to do that. It's time to do that. Have to sneeze. Only one today. Okay. It is Sunday morning. Well, it's actually Sunday afternoon at this point. But yeah, I'm on 5 different things for allergies. I wouldn't mind if I can eventually get off of some of them, but I'm not willing to risk that right now. Let's be honest, I'm not willing to risk that for a while because, like, in the wintertime, I have really bad dust allergies. And, yeah. Fall, I'm allergic to, well, I'm not technically allergic to goldenrod as far as I know. However, I react when it blooms. But, yeah. Dude! He's chewed a hole in that thing. This dog, I mean, it's really any big dog. They chew through everything. Like there's nothing that is not just that is non-destructible to a big dog, especially like the herding dogs and stuff like that. Any big dog, but yeah. Hang on, I gotta clean up my nail a little bit. But anyway, I think I'm gonna go ahead and close it up. I should try to clean, but my arm is so sore I don't know if I can. Need a change? No, I just did actually right before this. But I'm about to get off too, so I might go chop off my hair. We'll see. But I will see you guys later. Thanks for coming in and hanging out, and have an awesome day.